Jimena Romero, gracias por tu like.
Light it up! Come on! No time. But you're mistaken.
César Alejandro Núñez, gracias por tu like y por tus 20.000 compartidas. Hola César, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por tu like. Y bien, mucho mejor a comparación de la semana pasada. La semana pasada estaba hasta cagado, pero ya bueno, ya estamos mejores. Mejores. Sí, me dijiste que te había salido Jin y te dije que te odiaba. Ok, ya la tengo.
Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome.
Carlos Morales, gracias por tu corazoncito. Y el Megaman cuando lo compré. Ya llegué, señor. Bienvenido. Bendíceme, crack. Te bendigo en el nombre del líder, del nuevo empleado y del que te da por Troya. O sea, yo. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, llegué a amistad nivel 10 con toma, ven. Qué piola se ve.
This realm is truly. If you ever have.
Jin va para mi equipo confiado. Sí, también te odio igual. Le sacó 130.000 de daño con su ulti bufeada con Bennett. Chucha. Mami Gancho viene a casa mañana. Jijiji. Hasta que a mí no me sale deseado, coche su madre.
Hey, so what's... Yeah, you bet. There have been times in the past when I've had to make do with a if your bowstring relaxation isn't which brings you've always been anyway.
Riencia. Está bien, cosita. Así yo tuve la suerte al inicio. Me salían todos los personajes. Ahora no me sale ninguno. Así que anda preparándote para la época de sequía. Porque así es el juego. ¿Tú tienes mi cable?
I feel like there's something I forgot to do. I tidied the courtyard, put the tea on. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me. how about we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course. I really did spend a lot recently. Only 10 mora left. Still, 10 more is better than no mora. I feel like there's something I forgot to do. I tidied the courtyard, put the tea on. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me. Hey, how about we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course.
Lady Ningguang. Sorry to have kept. No, no. Great. This is the traveler. He happened to be in. Do you mind if he's?
No, not at all. I've always been. Oh, I'm Lord Qiao. That's what I wanted.
Rumors?
You know, you haven't heard? Come on. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship.
The traveler is even putting us.
Oh,
You're comparing. I've missed out on it.
investment opportunities?
No.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology?
If it were really. I had my secretary, so I would advise.
I see.
In my opinion, long term, it's very.
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. Maybe it'd be. Lady Ningguang.
Good.
Now I see what you think clearly. You are very knowledgeable.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business? So you want to be my competitor? Well, or how about this?
I won't take up any more of your time.
See you next time. Right then. Lunch is over. I'm a little concerned about. Good. Then let's do that. So, even though my secretary's. Come on. The auction is.
Lady Ningguang,
I couldn't help but feel a little.
we're about ready and
Very good. I think I'll host.
Huh?
You? Yes. Just in case any.
then we'll leave.
Have you attended an auction before? Well, would you like to participate this time? All right then. Check out the items up for. It's about time to start. Find yourself somewhere to sit and we'll... Yes? What is it? That's for you to make a considered judgment on. It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think? Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. If the bids go beyond what you can... Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price, but what it does do is identify the... Yes, you The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 mora. That's 10,000 mora for the teacup.
20,000.
30,000.
50,000.
80,000. 80,000 over here.
I'll raise that to 100,000.
120.
All right, 150,000. Anyone else want to keep going now?
150 once?
170.
180,000.
180 once? 180 twice? 180. Sold!
It's mine now.
Okay then, moving straight on to the next lot. You seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything. Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these
che,
everyday
gracias por tu
items
like.
could fetch such a huge price at auction.
Que se voy a... Voy, ¿qué dice? Le farmeo talentos a mi Diluc, solo tengo que matar a Divalin. ¡Oh, su madre! Divalin, ya. Tengo que matar a Zaha para subir a Eula. Ah, sí, para Yanfei creo que también es... No. El protodragarto Geo es para Yanfei.
Since you're curious, why not go and talk?
Today wasn't my day. Didn't manage to snag. There were too many bidders, and they all seemed like experts to me. I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction. Someday, I'll be the lucky one. Today was... There were too many... I guess I'll just...
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted. Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for. So how much I make just depends on how many people are even...
Huh? You want to know why I... Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Because the previous owner was Lady Ningguang. Sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but that's probably just because I'm not a connoisseur, so I don't... But I figured I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert. Then I'll be rich!
Well, did you find the answer yet? That's certainly part of it, but every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on the market. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. I wonder, is faith in me really the only fact? You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will surely be the quickest to realize. If all I wanted to do, every participant in this auction...
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem quite right with the items from today's auction.
Dino Redondo, gracias por tu like.
As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask.
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have? They are simply ordinary items, and there was no coercion or enticement during the auction. Every bid was voluntary.
Because we trusted you. Everyone knows that you love more, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed to scamming people.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, I am legally entitled to sue you for slander. Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction, the lots, or the process, please enlighten me as to where exactly I went wrong.
You... Fine. Yes, technically it was all legitimate. Guess all I can do is take the loss. But if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. No one would dare do business. I guess what I'm saying is this really in your best interest?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high price because you trusted me. But is that really the full story?
What do you mean? What else could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me, and passed through several...
Wait.
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging to me. Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine and convinced themselves that I am someone to be taken advantage of. So I ask you again, your high bidding price, was it motivated by trust, or was it greed? The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction.
All right, fine. You drive a hard bargain like everyone says. I'll go and get it right now. Please.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. Good for him. The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. Determining who has legal ownership would be an extremely long-winded process, with each item being assessed on a case-by-case basis. Even Yenfei says she'd have a difficult time defending my... I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. I just wanted my things. At most, a little childish, perhaps. Which is another reason why I didn't tell any... What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile? Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contains. Its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force, while the energy within triggered that spectacular explosion. Every piece of the Jade Chamber, from the stone walls and wooden beams down to the smallest ornament, contributed to its total weight.
Un ratito, ahorita regreso. Iván Biches Cárdenas, gracias por tu like. Perdonen, estaba un ratito viendo la leche de mi hijita. Hola Robelion, ¿cómo estás?
But in the end, they became objects of merchants' greed. It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it. Thank you for understanding. Now I've got one of my items back. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. And this will...
Me lo quiero soltar para me quiero soltar la loca. Sí, pues supongo.
Before I get into specifics, as a member of the Loop, my usual job, for example, arranging her...
Baisha has always been very passionate about her work. I can leave any task in her capable hands, and I'm sure she was simply trying to...
Back to the topic at Bai Xiao, and I can go through the methods I use, and all in a day's work. Currently, there are 130... Yes, I'll go through them most first. Is then a discussion. Right after that, there's... Yes, you do. You need to take ample knowledge of all... I assume this is all making sense. Good. Then let's press on. All ready?
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting... I'm grateful for your... If anything else is...
Take care, Lady Ning. Don't you think that this schedule is a bit of a... Yeah, that's true. We do sometimes worry about her health. Huh. All right, then. There's a lot of things that need doing over at the auction. I hope so, too.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. We just need to go through the schedule you made. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule? I imagine this must have taken Baishir completely by surprise. Sure, there's no harm in... My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel tired. Still, your idea is... So then, the days... Something I never... Ah! Have you played the chess game I made? It's called Liyue Millennial, based on classic chess. When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, so I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of tradition. I'm constantly revising and expanding it. True. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good... Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually... I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces. One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. No problem. I will let you try it out as soon. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as... And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it? I am indeed. Many of them. My thinking was that only people... It seems only fitting for someone of... Natural. Everyone who owns this chess set, then it's just come with me.
Oh, Lady Ningguang.
You already know each other?
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever, there's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up. All jokes aside, how can I be a...
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take his measurements today.
Whatever business I'm in, I'm first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume? As it happens, I am a skilled tailor as well. What can I say? I'm in the...
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services many times before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing. You'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please.
What are you expecting me to do here?
Hey, Roy, gracias por tu like.
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that. It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched. Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
Okay.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the Traveler or the chess piece?
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far. Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just...
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward.
Believe the welcome.
Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Hola, Eider, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. What can...
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have...
Okay, let me just double check. Looks good.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect. Although, speaking, I don't mean just the material.
That's okay. This, with every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial. To that point, as you know, Yes, and just like your piece,
Yes, it's a challenge. How do I put it?
in business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd.
Así son tus hijos.
But shrewdness is hardly the worst thing in the world of court. Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same term. Another case is where I offered distinctly more competitive terms in an investment, and this ended up arousing their suspicion. That Ningguang, they thought, she must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Versailles. Why? Because the whole of Leo witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber. At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I could think of.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution to Liyue Harbor.
Brian RD, gracias por tu like. Buenas, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches.
It was the deal of the set.
Yes.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business master. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's...
It will be a lot of work, and I'm most grateful to you. Make sure the Traveler's piece is exactly how he wants it. We can't go letting him down.
Don't you worry. We'll put...
Well, there's... I have a question for you. I'd like to hear your honest opinion. When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all? Thank you. Yes, you see things the way they are, however they may appear on the surface. I was lying. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Leo Harbor. So, to lose Leo Harbor is to lose everything. In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term. But it just
Voy a
didn't
tirar por
work.
Songli o por Ganjo. Por ambos.
I was grief-stricken because I had just severed I stared out at the sea for... There was no way I could console myself. But as time went by, I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation. And I did it for... All of this was so encouraging to hear. Because, to most people, this is one aspect of the fact that... Thank you for your comforting... I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state. But look where I am now, and if I end up having... Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried. So, what's item... I imagine this must have taken back... Sure. My schedule is usually... So, it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often... Still. So then. Interesting. Before I decide, I'd like to know, what gave you this idea? Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunities. Yes. I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Is that okay by you? Thank you. I was born into a humble family, and all the wealth you see now began... Fishing isn't the half of... A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be there. They were tough. If I didn't make any money, I want to relive. So how about it? Will you join? Great. We're not to use our... The goal is to see... Okay. But why don't we go down to... They periodically throw out a lot of unclaimed or abandoned goods. We might find something that we can exchange for Mora. What does it matter? Don't come on.
Here to serve.
Yeah.
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing. As I gaze out upon the sea, close your All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
Lady Ningguang, are you here to inspect? Sorry, I won't be long.
Calm down. No need to.
Oh, I haven't done anything. Have I? I mean, I don't think so. All right. I make sure I post. It used to be a huge problem, but with a bit of heart, it's hard to say. But as far as the warehouse, as for the damaged ones, if it sits there in the warehouse for too long.
So,
I'm afraid we just finished clearing out all the big ones. But don't worry, Lady Ningguang.
hold on. Oh. I don't think he has quite grasped the.
Lady Ningguang, I had a quick run through the list and cleared out some more items. Please, inspect them at your leisure.
Let me see here. It's a shame we. Take this wooden toy, for example. The wood is good quality. If you took it apart, there's quite a number of useful everyday objects that you could turn it into. With a little.
Huh? You want? Well, sure. Take.
Great. This is going well. Yes.
I have no idea what's going on here.
All
Lady Ningguang.
Actually, today's a little different. I'm not here to buy anything.
Just take a look. What for? Oh, I see. I mean, I can take them. I have a few regular customers I can talk to. But...
What's wrong?
No. Well, anyway, let's talk prices. I'll give you...
Oh.
No worry, if that fit...
What are your thoughts? Yes.
I thought that was all code for some kind of inspection or something.
It appears so. Let's try some... If I wasn't Ning, and you likely wouldn't be willing...
To be completely honest, you're not wrong.
This goes against the rules we set for ourselves at the... Are there any other ways for adventurers to... Great.
You two have a...
This must be the place.
Don't get too close. Support is fun.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is shine down!
Yeah.
It feels like the feeling of creating your wealth with your own two hands is just as exhilarating as ever. Yes, I'd say, and let's not. In any case, the sight of Mora has always had a way of improving. I intend to. I'm not ready to stop yet. This time, let's try.
Check this out. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Another satisfying haul. That's very kind. For me, a battle is just a form of exercise. A way to keep fit and use up any surplus energy. Oh no, not yet. Hey, look! What's that hole in the ground? Oh, I see. So if we catch it, there's more... Oh, how... Well, come on. Let's... There it is! After it!
Stop it!
Goodness, this reminds me of fishing. Not an easy catch, but we didn't let it slip away, and the haul is now ours. That's what counts. Let's see. We can't do any serious business with this amount of stuff. Actually, now that Wangshu Inn is right there, same thoughts. In which case, I think I'll take this. Yes, but come on.
Hey, what was that?
Let's light it up! Illusion shattered!
You're mine!
This should be enough. Let's head back to land and grill them. Here, have a taste of my cooking. A fresh catch can go straight on the grill with minimal preparation and it tastes delicious. It's a little charred, that's on purpose. I just like how it tastes. Normally, I have to make a special request to the chef if I want it to taste like this. I'm okay. Back in the day, I had to hurry home after work to do my household. I was always meticulous, but by the same token, you'd be more likely to see. My childhood memories run deep. They are confined to the water. It is. When I think back on all my hard work and... But, a word of...
I feel like there's something I forgot to do. I tidied the courtyard. With the It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, how so? What's item 1 on? I imagine this must have taken by Sure. My schedule is so it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often still. So then. Something have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps? Yes. When I was designing it, so I introduced... I'm constantly revising and expanding. True. But isn't one of the joys of playing chess? I think the key I'm planning to make... One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osile. No problem. I want to make... And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it? I am indeed. My thinking was, it seems only fitting for someone of your Naturally. Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling Then it's decided. Come with me.
Oh, lady.
You already know each other?
Oh, there's a word.
You seemed...
As ever, all jokes aside.
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you?
Whatever business, as it happened.
Yingar is...
Oh, you'll find all the tools you could need in the room.
Huh?
Oh, I think the Traveler. It's hard not. Come on, then.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the...
Either. Both.
Don't worry, secrets are only fun when they're kept
Just...
You're always...
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward. Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
lady.
That chess piece I took?
Okay,
Good.
of course, we are professional. Although, I don't mean just.
That's okay. With every to that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time, but I haven't once followed up on the progress. Yes, and just like your piece, the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Yes, it's a. How do I put it?
In business, but shrewd, hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past. Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much. Another case is that Ningguang.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but complete. Why? At least, that's.
Oh, you're not seeking to make a It was the deal.
Yes.
Truly a. Now I understand.
It will be a lot of. Make sure the travel.
Don't you worry.
Well, there's.
How about we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, how strange. So, what's item 1? I imagine this must have taken. Sure. My schedule is usually. So, it'll be quite nice to take a. I don't often. Still. So then. Interesting. Because as far as most people are concerned. Yes. I want to do something. Thank you. I was born into a humble family. Fishing isn't. A lot of the old folks like to brag about. They were tough. If I didn't make. I want to relive. So how about it? Will you join me? Great. We're not to use. The goal is to see. I can see why you. But Northland Bank is a special case. Yes, I expect they still.
Lady Ningguang, I would hope that you're not here to create further trouble for the Fatui. With all due respect, too much official
There's no need to be so hostile. I'm just here to talk business. So, are you in business or not?
That depends on the proposal. And it's not my decision alone. But first, tell me, why should... Because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time, then I'm sorry. But none of us...
Straight to the point, I see. Works for me. Traveler, we're leaving. Let's not waste any more of our time here. Do you see what I mean now? Their attitude was just as I expected. That's for sure. Although our diplomatic relations with Snezhnaya haven't broken down completely, this sum was paid by Northland Bank, so they are still wary of me to this day. Yes, with some exceptions. If you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, be on your guard. They are more than just a commercial. That's okay. My intention here was to show you some of the repercussions of that great battle. But that's quite enough politics for today. Let's get back to our... Now that you mention it... Yep. What are they plotting this time? My thoughts exact... Let's act now. Keep moving. Just...
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Okay. I think we have a... There's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely, you'll... But I'm still not sure which of them is our tail. Agreed. Whoever it is will continue.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast. The key
think we've narrowed it down a little further. But let's stay calm until we're 100% sure. It shouldn't take much longer.
The key here is consumer psychology.
I think I have the answer. Let's get out of his line of sight and sneak up on him. Don't get the wrong person, though, or all our efforts will have been...
What are you doing?
Come now. Did you really think we wouldn't notice you sneaking around?
Pablo Hernández, gracias por tu like.
What? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank has in the works, and I don't know what they're paying you. But let's make a deal. How cooperative you are now decides how much immunity I give you when this gets investigated. Or do you seriously think Northland Bank won't throw you to the wolves when... Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear answer before I retract my offer?
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. My assignment was just to follow you, I promise, that's it. When you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on high alert. We figured you must be up to something, but your brief conversation left it... We couldn't just overlook it. We had to get to the bottom of it before we could put our minds at rest.
I know they're wary of me, but this all feels very... I only took you there. Is there anyone else following?
Yes. They would have seen this and reported back.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, the fewer clues they'll leave behind. No time. I'll just have to improvise. Keep him with you. Do not...
Are you saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything? Impossible! She wouldn't have shown up here. Keep investigating. We must ascertain her intentions.
So much commotion. This must be...
Oh, great.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy.
So, you are here. Where did you...
That doesn't... What matters? You couldn't have You may as well...
Even if we cooperate with her investigation... Well, if you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by the book. The Northland Bank has no obligation to cooperate. even with a member of the Liu Qixing.
Fine by me.
muchachos, ahí me quedo. Adiósito.